All right, guys, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch. Today is actually a ranch day where we install water troughs. Here, let's turn around. It's this guy. We have 5 of these to put in. We've actually gotten 3 already in. We're going to show you the process of what we're doing with this and kind of why. It's very simple, actually. So stick with us as we work with these troughs and get them in the ground and show you the whole process of doing everything. All right, so what we're doing here is we're getting this as a 1 1/4 pipe coming through. We're actually gonna cut this, we're gonna put a valve. We're gonna reduce it down to a 3/4, and we're gonna bring it over here and actually at some point come up and attach to the bottom of the trough. So first step is, let's get everything capped off, or uncapped, plumbed, and go from there, and then bring it this side and attach it to the trough. We've got a pressured system, we haven't plumbed it all. We've ran this pipe. This is part of that 2,400 square or linear feet that we've done around the place, and we've got to get everything plumbed up to it. So we've got a bunch of pipe here. We've got 3/4 inch. These are some others from the old troughs, and this is some 1 1/4 extras just in case we have to worry about it. What we have over here, I believe, are 1 inch, so I don't really care to have any of these, but these are my 3/4 inch fittings. Now, I believe I have in this beautiful contraption here all the glue, but I have made these guys. So these are preset drops that we're going to be using soon. Here's a 3/4. Actually, let's chuck this over there. And we got a bunch of glue and some other stuff. So let's take all of this over and get cracking. We need those valves. Here are some extra bits, and that's what we're going to use. Chica, we're going to have you cut. Let's get you some clippers. Oh, yeah. There you go, Chica.
So just like right at the edge? As
close to the edge as you can get, well, or an inch off, so we could actually use the cap later if we ever had to. The air pressure. Well, if anything, you know there wasn't a leak. We are going to go from a reducer there to 3/4. So we're going to put a sleeve on the end. Chica's going to do our fancy work. Okay. And now it's starting to rain. So Chica, do it as faster than you are like normally thinking of doing it. Just make sure it's complete and good. Push it and rotate a little bit. There.
Okay. I'll be this side.
And this one, just push it and rotate it a 1/4 turn.
Okay.
They're good, good, good. We are going to want to put a box on the outside of the fence, so I don't want this very long. We're trying to get back far enough for the pipe to come up. So the pipe is actually going to drop down from this water trough, and this is where the pipe comes out of. And so we're going to come down straight and we're going to elbow it out, and we're going to be in that hole. Whatever you come down matches the height of the pipe in the hole. You got to watch that you don't get yourself in a spot where you can't bend it and still get a fitting in. So you need to have flexure somewhere, otherwise you're kind of screwed because everything's underground or it's sitting underneath one of these troughs. So anyway, let's get to this and try and finish this up before it rains. Sealant. All right, everything's sealed up. Now this shaft has to go in that hole, and we're gonna start the tractor up. Chica's gonna line me up, and we're gonna try and get in here and see how good this goes. Yeah, we are kind of pushing on the fence. We could stand to push this over a little bit. How's the stick looking?
It's good. It's on this side, but this thing will move.
Well, what if I come back and push the trough, the tip, because the tip is this way. Is it straight?
No, it's like this now.
All right, here's the hole. You can see the pipe. So I think we're gonna come off the valve here, stretch over up to the other valve or the other pipe, try and trim it so it's level as much as we can up top at the drop down, and then we will put the elbow over at the stem going down last, so that way this pipe can flex. And if it flexes, it'll be great. If it doesn't flex, then we're kind of screwed. So, all right, let's get this thing trimmed, measured out, and get some pipes in here and get this thing done. So now we're gonna measure it. Let's check. Let's see if we got. We need to take a good 1.5 inches off this other guy. Not my best, but it ain't my worst either. All right, guys, so I actually got distracted, was talking to somebody, and Chica over here decided to finish everything up. So she got everything packed back in dirt, and she got all that dirt down there done, and it goes all the way underneath the valve. And she also set up here the Rojo valve up top. So this is done. We just come up with a 3/4 inch or 1 1/4 with a 3/4 inch adapter and elbow it over really quick. And we've been angling these things over to the corners just because partly if an animal does jump into the trough, I don't want it angled from here out and sticking up in the middle because they might actually step on it. So as a protective feature, we put it over here. This one's done. We do have one other one to do. However, the trough that's going to go there is the one that's already in use in B. Actually, let's go check those guys out and I'll go show you kind of how that arranged. Hey Susan, what's up, girlfriend? Which one's number 38?
The one behind her.
I know, what's her name?
Diane.
Diane. Gosh, this girl, I really want these two. It's not gonna happen, but anyway, they're nice. This one along with B2 up there are the ones we're selling. And here's our yearlings. Okay, so we're at the pastures and pasture A is right here and this is B. So currently we don't have the pump hooked up at the well house. So we're draining from the tank up top all of this water through the blue hose. So we have a trough here, but we just set up 2 troughs over here. So those 2 are the actual main ones. When we turn the water on, they'll start filling up and I can remove this guy right here. Until I get that done, I can't. So we're gonna go over and put an actual water valve on the other spot. And that way we can turn the water on, get everything working, and then start also doing all of our plumbing. And if we do all the plumbing, then we can open the valve and turn it on later. But until I do that, I can't work it under a pressured system. So anyway, I need a valve over there. And then we can start working that pump. All right, here we go. We marked it. So this is that white pipe we keep seeing. It's been on the ground, and you can see the trench trail go right over here. All right, Chica, start digging. I'm gonna go grab the valve. Let's see, we need ourselves 1/4 to 1 1/4 to 3/4. How you looking, Chica?
I haven't found it yet.
There it is. You can see it right there. All right, let's dig around that guy, and I'm going to get the pipe going. All right, this is the same process we've had before, guys. There. All right, guys, let's get this thing cut.
We need a sleeve one. Sleeve. There we go.
Shove it and give it a little twist. Good. Close it up. We're gonna leave it. All right, got everything done with all these troughs. So we have this one, of course, left to install. Let's go check out everything upstairs at the pump, and we're gonna get that all situated out. And I don't know if I have all the fittings. I have to maybe get a couple other fittings. So we'll see how this goes. May have to come back another day, don't know. Hi, Tika. Hi, dog. What's up, dude? Oh, you're hitting me with all of it. Yeah. You're good, Chica.
There's a longer piece.
Yep.
Two of these stuck together.
All right, they got all of our extra stuff. These things are stuck together?
No, there's one just like two of these guys glued together.
Oh.
They're like the size of a garage. Yeah.
Oh, these are super long, huh?
These were the pieces that we had going down from the 1,000-gallon when it was feeding those yearlings.
Oh, that's right. Way back when our tank was up on the asphalt.
Yep.
Okay. That's what we have all these guys.
That's why that one was two.
All right, there's one. And what are these? These are all the 3/4 as well?
Excellent question.
These long ones are the 1-inchers?
Yeah, it's the 1 inch.
I'm gonna see if
Okay. We're actually going to be also building brackets and getting everything going on in here pretty quick. We're estimating what kind of brackets we're going to do. I think it's going to be pretty cheap, easy redneck stuff we can just screw on. Scrap wood style and get all that done, because this has to get organized. I've got 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, I've got 2-inch pipe, I've got 3/4 inch. Yeah, and all sorts of fittings for all of those. So we're going to get all that kind of working. So we're at the point Charlotte mentioned that there used to be a little hole over here. We have since caulked it, but water was getting in and is actually kind of making things kind of mold and just mildewish, whatever you want to call it. You can kind of see some remnants. So we had been putting like what, 5 bags?
Yeah, I like 5.
5 bags at a time, and by the, just got kind of where you had some. It just wasn't looking good in there. It's kind of moldy. So she's cleaned all that out. They have been spilling some here and there, but we're just going to put a bag at a time. It takes them a little bit to get through that, but we're only going to do 1 bag at a time. They're just right over there. You think they'll let me pet them?
Oh, I'm sure. Go on over and pet them.
Yeah, probably not.
No, you just traumatize
They've
them.
got the water. They do have some hay, but let's go check out the adults and get their water going. If you can see Bug and Dog way over there, I think that's where they're starting. I'd like to get everything with these calves moved over to here. Like I said, the buyer is actually gonna be coming out and picking these guys up. First part of February as it's set right now. I'm gonna shift them into pen C and put the calves, 2 calves into here. Just need that trough hooked up. or the pump. Once we get the pump done, then we pressurize water, and we'll have water actually over there where we've been already earlier today. How you doing, dog? You gonna be able to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are full?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
5.
All right, looks like Bug and Dog are under control. We're gonna go flip over this hay ring. Hi, Susan. Hi, Diane. Hey, B2. I actually forgot your name, girlfriend. Iris, I think, maybe.
I can't remember if B2 or B9's Iris.
Well, right now, B2 is gonna be Iris. There.
So bad.
The big area needs to be up top, guys. Shh. All stealth-like.
Yeah.
Well, those two are looking at us. Looking at us, looking at us, looking at us. Looking at us and walking, looking at us. Holy crap, the entire herd's she just got up. All right, let's get out of here before they start thinking there's actually something here. So we're not feeding them cubes, although they might throw a little bit of a fit. We're just got enough to come over and feed these little chickies who we're gonna be selling, and also the yearlings. Your tail's always raised when you come over here, girlfriend. You're feisty. Hey, Bug, what's the name of B2? So here comes B2. Her name we confirmed with Bug is Iris. And we're gonna leave these guys. Now, if you've been wondering, how do we know how much to feed them? Why do they only get a half a bag versus the others? It's all based on the total protein content of their feed. So we know what their bale has because we actually tested it. And based on their weight and how much they eat per day, they need so much protein per day. And that's how we get at this. If you're wondering how in the world do you figure that out though, Jeff, that's a good question. I'll have to go into that a little bit later on sometime and share with you because nobody really talks about it actually. Come on, little munchkins. Come on, guys. We need to get them some more Rio Max.
Yep, looks like they're out.
All right, guys, I've been checking around. I don't have all these fittings. I'm missing an inlet or a male for the 1 1/4 and some other things. So I'm gonna do that a separate day. But today, what we're actually gonna do is, you saw that we had brought over a bunch of pipe. My kids brought over all the extra pipe. And what I've wanted to do in this building is actually put on the wall behind me, kind of like racks to hold all of our PVC pipe. Because I've got PVC pipe that's like 3/4, 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, and 2 inch. Recommendation, try and keep the same size pipes as much as possible. I don't know where I've even used the 1 1/2, but it's around here somewhere. So we're gonna be putting 5 racks high, and we're gonna be just doing a basic system here. So you can see over here, we've got a board, and then we've got a board again, and a board again, and actually I'm gonna have another board over here, but I'm using this for measurement size purposes. What we're just gonna do is we're just gonna scab these onto the side, screw them on, and then at the tip here, we're just gonna put a knob coming up. So it's just gonna create an L, and then this will be the backside for the U, and we're just gonna drop them in. And so we're gonna be putting them at different heights. I'm gonna go ahead and measure those out and get them going, and that way we can start putting this up. I've gotta get some boards cut to make sure they're all generally equal. And this is, like I said, super quick, super easy. It's not super complex at all, but it's free. It gives us something we can use all this scrap wood for. Let's start screwing these suckers in and building this stuff. So we've got actually 4 rows that are up. We've got the posts coming out. Now we just got to do the verticals on the end. And what we're going to be using is these old 1x4s. We're going to rip them down with the table saw. We've already got one that was done, and we've already got one that's up. So this isn't, of course, beautification, but it's perfect. It'll work. Let's get these things nailed up. We were going to screw them, but screwing just doesn't seem to be super fun. Now it's just time for some pipe. All right, outside here we've got all this 1 1/4. That's all this stuff. So 1 1/4 I'm actually going to put. Put it on the second one. Let's just do that. Go in. There we go.
It's really nice though. Look at that. Pipe up. Okay, what's on the ground? Is this?
All right, now if we notice, this is just inside. Little prick. All right, so that means this one should be fine, but this guy's gonna have to be shorter pieces, or else we move this board or casing, which
The casing's supposed to come off.
we should just move it at some point. But until then, we're not gonna worry about it. All right, outside is a 1-incher. And this is a leftover pipe from the troughs last year. This sucker is huge.
Right.
Given the way it is, I say we just cut it in the middle.
Okay, that one's got extra on the end. Yep, that's probably your middle.
Well, that cut.
Oh, you belong me. It's not gonna fit. Oh, it fits. Oh, snug.
All right, there's all of our 1-inchers. So we have 1 1/4 on the bottom, 1 inch here, 3/4 here, and then this would be like 2. If there's a 1 1/2 inch, I'm gonna stick it with these guys because you can tell the difference pretty quick. But I think that's great. In fact, I can't remember where I have 1 1/2, but I know there's 1 1/2 somewhere around here, so I may not even need to use it. The reason we went ahead and did all this was just because these pipes were everywhere. We're trying to go all over the ranch trying to find them. And it got frustrating to know how much did we have of 3/4, how much do we have of 1 inch, how much do we have of this. So this kind of helps us realize that we don't have a lot of 3/4 left. So we might go pick up some strands and everything else. But gosh, this just at least gets it off the floor, right? For now, we might actually just put all the conduit up top and get that set. And then what we might do is also over here, just write the size or up on the front of whatever's on each of these, just to make it a little simpler until we memorize it. All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up here. We appreciate you joining along. We didn't actually get this pump installed, but we were close. We just gotta get a bunch of fittings. So in the meantime, we just decided to get this all cranked out and done, and it's at least a little bit, it helps. And it gets us a little bit closer to where we need to be. So anyway, we will catch you guys next time at Blackacre Ranch. Thanks for joining along. Remember to like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Bye.